Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday's live stream. Um, Today talking about we're going to be talking about you know we're going to be talking about anime for today. Um, and I also want to say that um I also want to say that tomorrow will be my last live until August. Um, but I will still be supporting people, still. But but yeah, today yeah, but today, hi Femi, how you doing? I put you on my TV. How you doing, Femi? It's good. It's good to see you. Now, what I what I realized about anime is when they do the is when they do a story, and it's a and it's like the stories are legit, or you know I'm starting to think that the stories are better than than the black movies that are out now. I mean, I'm not saying that, again, you know, it's like it's like I remember I said I believe that anime will be taking over the storytelling. I mean, they already came out with a live action version of One Piece. They came out with a live action version of City Hunter now. Um, and I also heard they're going to try and do a live action version of Sailor Moon. And they're going to try and do a live action version of it, but I don't know about that one. I really don't. And then and then um I looked on the internet, and there's a rumor um that Samuel L. Jackson is working on a project to to bring Afro Samurai to life. You know, they think about doing a live action version of Afro Samurai, and and I think it will be good. But it has to it has to go with the source material, because the source material is where they get their they get well, I would say the source material is where they will get to know the story. You know, I'm still pissed off that about what they did to the live action version of Dragon Ball Z. I'm still pissed off about that. Um, and so far so good. Uh, you know, um, and I've seen the One Piece um uh, live action show, and to me, it's pretty good. And and also and also I've seen the live action version of City Hunter. Um, that was good. Yeah, uh, that was a good movie. You know, um, and I also seen the live action version of Yu Yu Hakusho. That that was that was good too. And I would say, the main reason why I like anime is because of the storytelling that they do in it. They tell, good stories and everything, and I believe that that's something that is missing in today's black movies. Is and the thing of it is, and not only that, but the mangas. Uh, I can say that the manga have um have so have good stories in it as well. Now, here's the thing, you know, all the struggle of stuff, all the pretty much everything that's in that's in black movies today, and the thing of it is, me and my dad, we we got tired of it. When is there going to be a black movie that actually tells a story and that's not, focused on struggle up and everything else, and that's not objectifying the women's bodies. That's what me and my dad was asking. But yeah, I found an anime, and it's free on YouTube. I think we're gonna watch it tomorrow. Um, I think its name is JoJo's Bizarre and and Adventure, and it's a live action version of JoJo of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So I think I can do it here on StreamYard. Uh, I'm probably going to do that on StreamYard, and so. But yeah, tomorrow, I'm thinking about showing you all the live action version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I'm hoping that they will stick to the source material. And to me, it doesn't matter if it's in English or if it's dubbed, because again, anime is, you know, because again, it's anime anyway. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like the stories are are cool, you know, and I would say at the very end of the day, and I also was saying this too. Black women, it's time to, when I say it was time for black women to, you know, explore outside of their comfort zone, outside of their, outside of, what they are, what they are, used to. And I really do think that anime can be one of those things, you know. But yeah, at the I would say at the end of the day, um, like I knew that anime was going to take over storytelling, because again, if because again, um, I I believe that in Japan, you know, they do their storytelling when it comes to cartoons. I think they do it differently than the American than the American cartoons. But yeah, the storytelling is actually good. I mean, Sailor Moon tells a story about a girl who becomes a who becomes, a hero, and there are so many others, uh, stories, even though they're different, but stories like Sailor Moon, stories like Attack on Titan, I finally got into that, and Naruto. You have the OGs. They're still out today, like Tenchi Muyo. You have you have Dragon Ball Z, and you also have, and to me, when the Big O came on, um in the early 2000s, I was like, you know they are, and the dude who controls the robot is a billionaire, and he winds up saving the world. I wish it would have kept going, you know I do wish it would have kept going because the story was just getting started, but alas, you know, they went on to different things. Um, and again, in my book, I believe that I do believe that anime, because when you look at the country roll anime award, there were people from all over the world that watch anime and read the mangas too. And there were people like the ones who created Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. And they say that they got their inspiration from anime as well. And I'm hoping that what I'm hoping is that at the end of day, um I'm hoping that you know more and um more and more people will I mean, because I see there's a lot of people who still watch anime till this day, and it's because of the storytelling that's in it. Um, and for me, I think it's, I think it's, I think it's cool to see that, and also think it's cool that the people who were there, you know, hey Tony Bryant, and is nice to see you. But yeah, but yeah, at the end of the day, I want to say this. It had to me. I believe that in this point in time, I believe that in this point in time, I believe that but that black women should venture out to diff to different ideas, and in my book think that I think that I think that at this time, um yeah, anime is legitimately taking over the storytelling, if you ask me. um but yeah, um hey hey Femi, if you're still here, if you want to come up and talk about your favorite anime, the link is in the chat if you want to come up. But yeah, my favorite anime is is well, I have different um I have I have a lot of anime that I like, you know. Um there will always be the Shonen Jump the anime that comes from the Shonen Jump, and I just found out last night that there are two versions of there are a lot of versions of Shonen Jump. Um, the first one is where you have Naruto, and there's Shonen Jump. The the Shonen Jump is where you have Naruto, you have One Piece, you have JoJo, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. You have Dragon Ball Z and a bunch of others, and Dragon Ball Z and JoJo's have also, you know, crossed over into the business jump as well. Now, the business jump is where you will have the notice the main one I know about is Alita. I mean Battle Angel Alita. That's about it. You know. But yeah, and there are more, but I do not want to get into it. But but yeah, at the very end of the day, when it really comes down to it, um, the the shown at the end of the day, there are anime who are legit, who tell the story of you know the who does the hero's journey, you know, and the hero's journey to me is important, you know. Um, and again, I believe that at the end of the day, um, because I'm seeing black women getting into anime as well. The fact that and the fact that hmm, and again, what I'm saying what I'm saying is that black women have been, you know, in one little box because again, to me, I believe they are afraid of experiencing something new. I mean, how how you going to me, I'm like, how you gonna know if you don't like something without even trying it or watching it first? I mean, and here's the thing. Now, I know in hip hop, before degeneracy started to come in, you know, I believe that at the end of the day, you know, I mean, you even have black women going into country music. And from to me, and what I'm saying is the question I have is this. what what is wrong with trying something new? And also I saw, and at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I do believe that that black women should open their minds to something new, and and there are also black men who watch anime as well. Some of them watch it for the storytelling, and there are those who watch it for something else, but the storytelling, the storytelling is the major factor in the in the anime and the manga. And if they are planning on making a live action version of Sailor Moon, and especially Afro Samurai, and they need to go to the source material, because if it comes out like the live action version of Dragon Ball, um, it's not going to do well, because they didn't, you know, they didn't go through the source material, and that's why, you know, and I do believe that's why their first attempt of a live action Dragon Ball Z failed, because you know, it did not go by the source material. And, I believe that at the end of the day, you know, I I do think that um they will go by the source material when it comes to Sailor Moon and Afro Samurai. I do, but again, there is this, worrying of what if they don't go by the source material. But then I'm like, wait a minute, hang on. Samuel L. Jackson is on the project as well. Maybe it will go by the source material. I mean, I guess it's just depend. I get, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's me still feeling some type of way about the live action version of of Dragon Ball, that I'm kind of a little worried about. You know, what if they did do a live action version of Afro Samurai and it doesn't go by the source material? You but yeah, at the at the end of the day, I believe that I believe that in due time, I believe that there may be more black women who will be moving away from the struggle of movies, the movies that sexualizes um black women, and in turn, I think there will be more people who would be into anime because of the storytelling. The storytelling is what what actually made me get interested into anime. You know, now here's the thing. I know that anime, have you know girls who would be objectified in there. I know, but at the end of the day, I don't watch it. I don't watch anime because of that. I watch it because of the story. The story, the story is what is important. And I hate those movies that just central. I agree with you, Finn. I agree 100% with you. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and if anybody wants to come up and um if anybody wants to come up and speak, the link it will be in the chat right here. Then there we go. And but like I said, after anime. Well, I heard after anime became popular, then I do believe that K dramas are popular as well. Um, at the and I believe that after a legitimately um like I'm like I wanted to show y'all I want to show um you guys a movie tomorrow, and then we can talk about if the movie was good or not, because I know that there will be people who would say that the movie is good, the movie or the movie is okay, or but yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, I do believe that at the end of the day, there ha- I do believe that there will be more black women who will be going away from you know the the struggle of movies, and the movies who wind up sexualizing black women. I do believe that, and I believe that as time goes on, more black women will start to get into anime because of the storytelling, and and maybe and maybe even make a manga, telling their stories as well. I do believe that, and I believe that that will happen. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, black women have to open their minds to other things. I mean, I'm guessing what I'm saying is that black women, have been and have been, told to only stay in one place. And the main thing of it is that I believe that that will change, because after seeing the black wife effect, I'm I'm starting to see more um black women date outside of the race, and I'm also seeing black women, who are more and more black women who are into anime. I believe that there will be is that it will increase. Um, but yeah, I would say at the very end of the day, um, there will be, I would say hopefully there will be more black women who will turn away from, you know, the struggle, the struggle of movies, and also, because there are black women who are into K-dramas. My, uh, even, you know, I even saw, I saw my mother get into K-dramas as well. She's been an anime fan for a long time. So yeah, I do believe that at the end of day, I do believe that at the end of the day, and of course, there will be black women who decides to stay in one place. But I believe, but here's what I'm saying is I do believe that there will be more black women who would go ahead and say, you know, I'm done with that. They're done being o- being over sexualized, and they will stop watching movies that will sexualize them or paint them in a bad light. And then when they see anime and they see the story that they're telling, and my hope is that they would my hope is that you know that anime becomes, you know well, it's already popular, but I believe at the end of the day the storytelling will become more popular than ever before. I really do believe that. And the thing of it is, and here's the thing: comic books, they will still be popular. Eh, I think the Marvel and I think Marvel and anime will be the popular ones in storytelling. Now, I do believe that the DC comics and the DC universe will not be far behind. But yeah, at the end of the day, I wanted to I wanted to come on here and say to the black women and men who watch who wa- well, to the black women who watch anime, I I salute you. And to if you can, get eh, other black women, into watching anime as well, because I'm 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 gonna say this: the storytelling is freaking amazing, and on and as a black man who watches anime, who who like that likes the stories that they tell. I would say there will be nothing there's nothing wrong with black women watching anime. Nothing wrong with that at all. And also at the end of the day, I believe that yeah, because I don't only see black black women getting into anime. There now I'm starting to see black women doing wrestling podcasts as well. And I wanna go ahead and say and I wanna go ahead and say this. I think it's hmm, um I think it's awesome that yeah, yeah, Femi, there are wrestling podcasts, um, that have black women, as the host. But yeah, and I'm seeing black women talk about anime as well. Um, and and I really do believe that it's time for black women to open up their horizons because at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: what what have what do black women have to lose? By trying something new, because when I seen the black wife effect, it it tells me that the women are winning in that case, you know. And again, it also tells me that the black women who are afraid to open their minds to different stuff or the ones who wants to go ahead and keep the who wants to go ahead and also eh, keep the and how do I say they want to keep black women in their place, you know so they won't go anywhere, they won't experience nothing. And to me, uh, that says that that's that's not fair, only having black women to only be this certain way, that's not right, because what if a black woman is in is actually into anime, or she's a nerd, or she likes wrestling and everything? You just to to me to me the people who wants to do that, to me it sounds very hypocritical. But I'm gonna say this. I love the fact that black women is trying everything new, because I believe that it's time that happened, you know. And again, if there are people who who don't like it, just ignore just ignore them. And they don't control your life. Only you only you control your life. And I get and but yeah, tomorrow we're going to be watching the live action version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Um, and tomorrow will be my last live until August, because I'm hanging out with my folks. Um, but yeah, I would still be supporting um those who are those who are supporting black women, and don't and I would still be supporting the ones who are talking about crime, and I would still be supporting those who who travel, like there is a YouTuber called hang on, y'all. He is called Normatic 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 Mariner. Um, and he's a cool dude and a cool person. Um, and also and also I believe that in the in the immediate future, I do think that you know I do think that more black women should indeed open up their horizons. You know, uh, and at the end of the day, I I do believe that pretty soon there will be a shift. But yeah, at the end of the day, I I believe that sooner or later there will be more black women going to the anime conventions. I do believe that. And and like I said, and like I said, black women expand your horizons. Don't be afraid to expand your horizons. And and I think black women getting into anime, talking about anime, reacting to videos that's featuring anime into it, and also um yeah black women who are talking about wrestling. I think they should be supported as well as, and also black women who are with non-black men. I think they should be supported as well. But yeah, at the end of day, black women should go ahead and open up their horizons on the real, because in my opinion, I believe anime is going to take over the storytelling. The more they come out with live action versions of our favorite animes that we watched as a kid, is the more and more that they are going, that they are going to eventually take over, if they're not already. And I've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Um, I want to thank the people who came here today, and um, I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure to like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure you're notified whenever I go live. And until tomorrow, I wish y'all love, peace, and happiness, and you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I'm out. Peace.